Do you think you are a failure in life? Do you feel like you burden those around you? Do you think the people around you are better and stronger than you? Do you think your addictions have an unfathomably strong hold of you? Do you make a lot of excuses? Do you think little of yourself? Or are you stronger than that? Better than that? Do you know what you are capable of if you push yourself to your utmost limits? Do you believe in your ability to achieve and gain recognition from those around you?
Your self perception and self beliefs heavily dictate the path that your life takes. By asking yourself these questions, you dive deeper into what you really think about yourself. And the answers to some of these questions might give you the answer to why you aren't seeing any progress.
Some people think of themselves as athletes, while other people think of themselves as video gamers.
All these internalized beliefs that you have about yourself control your behavior, actions, and mindset. And ultimately, they control the path that you take for the rest of your life.
Gandhi once said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values ultimately become your destiny."
It's quite a long quote, but it can be summed up by saying, what you think is what you become.
So if you're going to think about anything, don't let it degrade you. Always think highly of yourself. That means adopting a growth mindset and, without hesitation, diving into situations of hardship and difficulty, as this will grow you as a person. Pushing yourself will not only toughen you for challenges you will face in the future, but it will remind you of who you are and what you are capable of in the face of adversity.
But this idea of your beliefs controlling the path your life takes is a double-edged sword.
Confucius once said, "The man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both correct."
If you think poorly of yourself, if you don't think you are capable of more than those around you, if you don't think you are harder working than others, then these self-perception beliefs will manifest themselves in your life and you will be mediocre. These self-beliefs don't even have to be about business or relationships or even fitness.
For instance, if you consider yourself to be a video gamer, then it should be of no surprise that you might be addicted to video games. If you don't consider yourself to be an athlete, then it should be of no surprise that you don't work out, do cardio, eat healthy, and take generally good care of your body. Knowing this, by simply viewing yourself in a positive light as a person of substance, you can expect to see your growth mindset manifest itself in many ways throughout your life.
By changing your self-perception, you can change everything about you and become unrecognizable to those around you.
But this raises the question, how do I change the beliefs I have about myself? As we grow up throughout our childhood and teen years, we spend a lot of time consuming content and information which eventually carves a unique path for what we do for the rest of our lives. Knowing this, it's important to watch what type of content you are consuming. Is the content you watch positive and encouraging, or is it negative and pessimistic? Learn to differentiate between the type of content that holds you back and the type that motivates you and teaches you.
Another strategy to change how you feel about yourself and your self-beliefs is to literally just tell yourself over and over again how great you are and how much you are capable of. Because just by telling yourself this over and over again, out loud or in your head, eventually it just kind of locks into your personality and that becomes what you believe about yourself. Okay? I do this too. Even when I feel lazy and I don't want to hit a workout, or I don't want to study for an upcoming test, or even just make a video.
I tell myself to stop being lazy and that there are people out there who are doing much better than me. That's usually enough to get me to work.
Another thing I remind myself of when I'm feeling lazy and I don't feel like doing certain stuff is that not doing something just pushes that work onto my future self. And that idea haunts me, and that's usually more than enough to get me up and get me to work on whatever I need to do. Moving forward, once you've been on self-improvement for a while and you've been working on yourself a lot and building good habits and breaking the bad ones, you start to have things under your belt.
And when these accomplishments under your belt stack up, it's hard not to feel like you are pretty much the strongest human alive and that your capabilities are literally limitless.
And at that point, your self-perception only serves you. And then you start becoming so productive and you start manifesting those self-beliefs and you start outperforming even your highest performing peers.
Now just imagine what type of strong, charismatic, and respected individual you could become in the next 4 to 5 years of self-improvement. The limit is truly endless. So before you tell yourself you aren't capable of something, look deep within yourself to find the reason you lie to yourself with negative self-talk.
Then push yourself to do better, and you'll often find that you are capable of a lot more than you think.